If you want to create a lead magnet that generates clients continuously, then you need to make sure that you include these 3 vital elements. If you miss any one of them, then you may as well not bother creating a lead magnet in the first place. So I've reviewed over 1,000 individual landing pages where people have been trying to collect name and email addresses and inquiries through giving something away for free. And out of all of the landing pages I've ever reviewed, the most successful landing pages are the ones that tick 3 individual boxes, and here's what they are. The number one thing that you have to be able to do with your lead magnet, it's not going to surprise you, is provide epic value. Now, I know that goes without saying, but what I'm talking about will elevate the level of trust that your prospects have with you to a point where they see you as an expert who they can trust and potentially work with in the future. Now, the way to determine whether or not your lead magnet is valuable enough is with this simple question. Is this so valuable that if I was to charge for it, people would be happy to pay? And this is something that we've always looked at when it comes to creating content. Is this content so valuable that if I charged £100 for it, would somebody pay? If I charged £1,000 for it, would they pay? Is somebody already charging for coaching and consulting and saying the same thing as what you've included in your lead magnet? So think about books, for instance. People buy books all the time, £15, £20, and there's an enormous amount of value in a book. And that's great. People are prepared to pay for it. But what could you do in terms of creating a lead magnet that was so valuable that people would be happy to part with their cash? That's a very good indicator of how valuable you perceive your content to be and how valuable it's going to be in the eyes of your leads and prospects. The second thing that needs to happen for your lead magnet to generate clients continuously is it needs to be scalable. For instance, a one-to-one sales call is not scalable. Even webinars to a certain extent aren't that scalable because it requires you to be there and to give up your time. Speaking on stage or speaking on podcasts isn't as scalable as it needs to be in order to become a successful lead magnet. You need something that you can build once and have an unlimited number of people go through it, consuming that value, consuming your content in order for you to grow and scale your business. Now, not every single person that enters their name and email address and consumes your content is going to be your ideal client, but it needs to be scalable enough so that more people doesn't mean you're working more hours. And that, unfortunately, is the mistake that a lot of people make. They say, I'm prepared to jump on one-to-one calls and strategy sessions or discovery calls. I'm prepared to do webinar after webinar after webinar, but it's only scalable to a point. And that's where people go wrong. Some people are prepared to give up their time, and that's great, but you only have a certain amount of hours in the day, and there's only so many group coaching calls you can do. So be careful that your lead magnet is not solely reliant on your time, because it's not as scalable as it needs to be in order for you to grow at the pace that you should be. So if your main way to get new clients is getting people on a free call, then you need to rethink your lead generation strategy to make it much more scalable. And the third ingredient that's absolutely vital for you to generate clients continuously is personalization. Now, this is the one thing that if you get it right, it won't just improve your conversion rate, it will actually speed up your sales process. Imagine that somebody is able to give you specific advice that's tailored to your pain points and your problems and the goals and objectives that you have for your business. And someone was to specifically give you information to help you individually solve those problems. That's going to cut out so much noise. You know, there's no shortage of information online, especially with AI. So the ability for you to provide a level of personalization to your leads ahead of speaking to them is going to be transformational to so many people. You know, I don't need help with everything. I just need help with the things that I am struggling with. So if you can create a lead magnet that is extremely valuable, it's also scalable, and it's also personalized, then those are the 3 things that will magically create more client conversations, will speed up the sales process to a point where you're signing up clients without even trying. And this is exactly what a lot of our clients at ScoreApp are able to do. They create a really effective lead magnet that's super valuable. It's also scalable because an unlimited number of people can take the scorecard and take a quiz or assessment. And it's also super personalized because based on how people engage with that lead magnet, they're getting personalized recommendations and advice off the back of it. So regardless of if you're using ScoreApp or any other software, those 3 things will allow you to sign up more clients faster than ever before. So if you want to create a lead magnet that's extremely valuable, that also is super scalable and also personalized to your leads and inquiries, then check out scoreapp.com, create a free account, and check out all the amazing templates that we've created. If you found this video useful, click the like, click subscribe, and let me know in the comments below, what's been your most successful lead magnet? I'd love to find out more. Let me know in the comments below.